Hello all, welcome to Ambari Cloud YouTube channel, part of Ambari Cloud LLM class. In this video, I'm going to give a overview of the overview of LLMChain chat model. In previous videos, I went through step-by-step procedure of LLMChain chat model. Now here I'm just giving a all in one place, right? So LLM, it's a wrapper for large language model in LLMChain, and LLMChain is also a wrapper, but of course it provides the process. It's a chain in the LLMChain that uses LLM process to prompt and generate prompt. So here you're going to use a prompt and prompt templates, and it's the same as LLM, but here we're going to add prompts and dynamic prompts and all the stuff. The chat model is a conversation model, right? It's basically multi-turn interaction that when you're building a chatbots, then you're going to use a chat model. But of course, all underneath, they still use the base LLM models for that, right? Say direct, you ask a question, direct answer, but here you build a prompts and then dynamic prompts. Then here it's a conversational, and also you can use the chat prompts here. That way, then and then in the chat model, the messages are sent in a structured way, system message and human message, and then it returns to AI message. Okay. Primary use case, generally you submit a simple question, then it returns the answer, and then you can do summarization, Q&As, and all the stuff. LLMChain, structured pipeline for prompts and response. Then basically you want to do a dynamic variables, saying that, hey, you want to design a code in such a way that your prompt has a dynamic variable, then you're going to use LLMChain. So direct simple question, but if you want to build an application dynamically, and then you want to send a prompt, base prompt is same, but your text keep changing, then you're going to use a prompt template and LLMChain. Here, conversational, and then also chat-based tasks. Then you can use a chat prompt template. Then you can do both in the system message and human message dynamically. Okay. Then plain text prompt, just, hey, how are you? What is the capital of India? Those kind of thing. Here, you're going to use a template based, right? Then here, you're going to use a conversational, basically human message and system message, that's more structured. Here, just to send a question, simple text returns that text. But here, it also generates the same text. But here, the messages are the AI based, the AI message, right? So we have to pass the AI message, and it has a content and then metadata. No memory is stateless. That means it doesn't remember previous. As soon as you done a question, then you ask next question. The next question may not be aware of the previous question. By default stateless, but you can add a memory. But generally depends on your design, right? But you can add memory and then keep track of it. So it has a built-in memory, right? Then it remembers the previous conversation. That's where the chart will sound. Otherwise, why bother, right? For complex work, but maybe, I don't know, but depends on. So here supports multiple steps in workflows, and of course this is for conversational. Then integration with the tools, right? You can integrate some tool API here. You can integrate external tools and do LLMChain. Then you can bind the tools and all that stuff. Best suited for simple tasks, right? Then here dynamic tasks, then here chatbot assistance and all that stuff. So here coming back, that one question, the direct question answer, yeah, and direct prompt, and then prompt based, but this is for chatbots, right? And if you are not doing any chatbot based, then go with LLMChain. Okay. Here, let's say you want to do a summarization of a big text, then the text is dynamic, then use LLMChain, right? But your summarization is, fully one-time text, and then use simple LLM. But, other than the dynamic, these are almost similar, right? But here, of course, chatbot. Okay. Let's get into an example here. All combination, right? And so here, okay, so here simple direct question, right? There is no, and then you get an answer, right? Now let's look at here I'm developed a prompt, right? Then prompt is input variable, and then you have a template saying that, give the, summarization, the text keep changing here. But if you want to do the same thing here, you're going to give the entire, summarize the following text, and then give the whole text here. Okay. But here we're going to add a prompt. So then you add a, instead of simply LLM, you can use a long chain, right? But a long chain still uses the OpenAI, right? And so remember here, so it's still base model is LLM, and you are calling my LLM directly. But here you are calling LLM through the LLM chain, saying that, okay, I have a prompt model, prompt template. So we are making this basically the same LLM we are making as more dynamic. That's other than that, nothing fancy. Don't get confused. So simple OpenAI, instead of giving a single, then we are giving a dynamic here. Then we're going to call input. You can have multiple input variables, right? Then you're giving okay, I want to summarize, and then whatever the input variables, all that stuff. Okay. 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 Same thing. Now look at it. It returns the text here. But in the chart OpenAI, it's a conversational, right? We're going to use messages, and we're going to send the input, human message, system message in a structured way. Okay. And look at, and then whenever you ask a question, you construct this message, right? And then, it's a conversational. Now, if you look at here, run the result. Okay. So here I'm running the content, but actually the result is an AI message. Here, the result is the result or response here, and then response here, right? A result is a simple text. But here it is giving the AI message, and then it also providing the how many tokens and all the metadata and everything, all information here. So, and then we are sending in a structure. So here, use this one, simple, direct question and answer, and then long chain here, template based, dynamic, and this is chart, right? And then LLM, you can implement the memory here. We cannot implement the memory here. Both, this is a stateless, this is a stateless, but you can make it as a state by adding a memory. But here it's a stateful, right? So just practice quickly. Don't get stressed on, confused about templates, chart templates, and then messages, right? And basically prompt template. So prompt template, chart prompt template. The prompt template will have only input and template, but chart prompt template uses the human message and then system message. So whenever you think about chart OpenAI, think about human message or user, right? System message or role as a system. Human message, role as a user. Then you send it on content, right? So this is how you build your. Before you dive in any application development in long chain, practice LLM, right? Simple LLM OpenAI, and how to call the LLM through a chain using a prompt. Then how to call the LLM, right? Then it's a chain OpenAI model, right? Then how to send a chart prompt or messages. A chart prompt is a messages with a dynamic. That's all it is. Chart prompt, and prompt is message. It's a text message within a dynamic. So look at comparison of LLM chain, and OpenAI. Once you're able to get these understanding, you can build your applications, and then you know how to design, and then your thought process improves and increase, and you can build quickly nice applications. So practice on LLMChain, OpenAI. Any questions? Reach out to me, skondapalli@ambaricloud.com. Thank you.